Shams Tabrizi, the name itself evokes a sense of mystery, a whisper from a distant past. He was a wandering dervish, a spiritual seeker, and a catalyst for one of the most profound transformations in Islamic history. Born in the 12th century in Tabriz, Persia, Shams remains an enigmatic figure. Historical accounts are scarce, often contradictory, leaving us to piece together fragments of his life like shards of a shattered mirror. Yet, his impact on Sufism, particularly through his fiery relationship with the celebrated poet Rumi, is undeniable. Shams was a force of nature, a whirlwind of passion and intellect. He's remembered as a provocateur, a mystic, and above all, a mirror reflecting the divine light hidden within each soul. Shams Tabrizi, the son of Tabriz, wasn't born into an ordinary family. His lineage was steeped in knowledge and spirituality, laying the foundation for his extraordinary life. His father, Ali, was a respected scholar and Sufi master. From a tender age, Shams received a rigorous education, immersing himself in the Quran, Islamic jurisprudence, and the mystical teachings of Sufism. This early exposure to spiritual wisdom ignited a spark in young Shams, a thirst for knowledge that transcended traditional learning. He craved direct experience, a visceral understanding of the divine mysteries hidden within the human heart. Leaving behind the familiar world of books and scholarly debates, Shams embraced the life of a wandering dervish. This decision, driven by an unquenchable thirst for divine knowledge, would ultimately lead him to his destiny. Shams Tabrizi, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, embraced the life of a wandering dervish. He traversed vast distances, his journey taking him through ancient cities and desolate landscapes. Donning the simple robes of a seeker, he shed the trappings of his privileged upbringing, choosing instead the path of humility and hardship. His quest for spiritual enlightenment led him to study under numerous Sufi masters. Shams wasn't afraid to question, to provoke, to shatter the rigid molds of conventional thought. From the philosophical discourses of Persian scholars to the ecstatic chants of Turkish mystics, Shams absorbed knowledge like a sponge. His years of wandering were marked by periods of intense solitude and deep contemplation. The year 1244 marked a pivotal point in history, a collision of two extraordinary souls destined to reshape Sufism. In the bustling marketplace of Konya, Jalaluddin Rumi, a respected Islamic scholar, first encountered Shams Tabrizi. Rumi, known for his piety and vast knowledge, led a comfortable life. Enter Shams, the enigmatic dervish, a whirlwind of unconventional wisdom. Legend has it that Shams approached Rumi's donkey laden with books and inquired, "What are these?" Rumi responded, "Things you cannot understand." Shams simply smiled and overturned the entire load. The books tumbled to the ground, their precious knowledge spilling onto the dusty street. Shams calmly replied, "What you know is but a drop, what you don't know is an ocean." The meeting of Rumi and Shams was akin to a divine explosion. Their connection was immediate and intense, a whirlwind of love, both spiritual and intellectual. Shams, with his unorthodox methods and fiery pronouncements, became Rumi's spiritual guide, challenging his every belief and pushing him relentlessly towards the depths of his own being. Under Shams' tutelage, Rumi underwent a profound transformation. He abandoned his scholarly pursuits, much to the dismay of his students and peers, and devoted himself entirely to his spiritual awakening. Days and nights were spent in deep meditation, passionate discourse, and the ecstatic expression of divine love through poetry and dance. The bond between them, often described as a divine intoxication, raised eyebrows and sparked controversy. Traditionalists criticized their unconventional practices, their ecstatic displays of devotion, and their disregard for social norms. Yet Rumi, consumed by the fire of divine love ignited by Shams, remained undeterred. Shams became Rumi's muse, his mirror, and his tormentor, all rolled into one. Through their intense relationship, Rumi discovered the depths of his own being. Shams Tabrizi's life was shrouded in an aura of mystery, fueled by tales of his supernatural abilities and miraculous feats. One famous anecdote recounts Shams' encounter with a group of scholars who, skeptical of his claims of enlightenment, challenged him to prove his spiritual prowess. They presented him with a stack of books on various subjects, demanding he reveal their contents without ever having laid eyes on them. Shams, with a knowing smile, simply placed his hand upon the stack. To the astonishment of everyone present, he proceeded to recite entire passages from each book, revealing hidden meanings and interpretations that left even the most learned scholars speechless. Another tale speaks of Shams' ability to control the elements. It is said that once, while traveling with his disciples, they were caught in a torrential downpour. Noticing their discomfort, Shams simply stretched out his hand and commanded the rain to stop. As if by magic, the clouds parted, the sun peeked through, and a gentle warmth filled the air. Just as suddenly as he entered Rumi's life, Shams Tabrizi vanished. In 1247, after 3 years of intense spiritual companionship, Shams disappeared from Konya, leaving behind a void in Rumi's life and a mystery that continues to intrigue historians and scholars to this day. Rumors spread like wildfire through the city. Some whispered that Shams had grown weary of the constant criticism and jealousy directed at him and chose to leave of his own accord. Others claimed he had been murdered, possibly by Rumi's own jealous followers who resented his influence. Rumi, devastated by the loss of his spiritual companion, plunged into a period of profound grief and despair. His sorrow poured out in heart-wrenching poetry, expressing the depths of his love for Shams and the unbearable pain of separation. He sent his son, Sultan Veled, on a desperate search for Shams, clinging to the hope that he might still be alive. Shams Tabrizi had vanished without a trace. Despite a life shrouded in mystery and a sudden unexplained disappearance, Shams Tabrizi's legacy continues to resonate centuries later. He is remembered as a catalyst for spiritual transformation, a fiery spirit who ignited the flame of divine love in the heart of Rumi, and through him, countless others. Shams' teachings, though not codified in any single text, live on through the poetry of Rumi and the oral traditions of Sufism. He emphasized the importance of direct experience over blind faith, challenging dogma and encouraging seekers to find their own path to the divine. His teachings challenged social norms and religious conventions, emphasizing the universality of truth and the inherent divinity present within every human soul. Shams' legacy is not confined to the annals of history or the pages of dusty texts. His influence continues to inspire artists, musicians, and spiritual seekers across cultures and continents. Shams Tabrizi's impact on Sufism, the mystical branch of Islam, is undeniable. His teachings, often expressed through passionate pronouncements and unconventional actions, left an indelible mark on the Sufi tradition, shaping its understanding of love, unity, and the nature of spiritual seeking. Central to Shams' teachings is the concept of Ishq, a passionate, all-consuming love for the divine. This love, he believed, was not merely an emotion, but a driving force that propelled the seeker towards union with the beloved, the ultimate source of all existence. Shams emphasized the importance of fana, the annihilation of the ego, as a necessary step towards spiritual enlightenment. He believed that true union with the divine could only be achieved by transcending the limitations of the individual self and merging with the ocean of divine consciousness. Shams' teachings found a powerful voice through Rumi's poetry. Rumi's verses, imbued with the fire of Shams' love and wisdom, became anthems of Sufi mysticism. Centuries after his death, Shams Tabrizi's message continues to resonate, inspiring seekers in the 21st century. His teachings on love and spiritual awakening hold particular relevance in a fragmented world. Modern interpretations highlight his role in Rumi's transformation, emphasizing the importance of finding one's own Shams. His emphasis on personal experience over blind faith resonates with those seeking spirituality outside organized religion. Shams' message of love as a unifying force appeals in a divided world. Shams Tabrizi, the enigmatic dervish, remains an enigma, his life a tapestry woven with threads of history, legend, and spiritual insight. While the details of his biography may be shrouded in mystery, his impact on the world of Sufism and his enduring legacy as a catalyst for spiritual transformation are undeniable. His fiery spirit, his unconventional teachings, and his profound connection with Rumi continue to captivate and inspire. His story serves as a powerful reminder that true spiritual growth often requires challenging the status quo, embracing the unknown, and opening oneself to the transformative power of love. Shams' legacy extends far beyond the confines of 13th century Konya. His message of love, unity, and the importance of inner transformation resonates with seekers across cultures and generations. As we delve into the mysteries of Shams Tabrizi's life and teachings, we embark on our own journey of self-discovery.